it off for Sullivan, and then off the post it is! Work to get that on as a Catino, and that's it!
Ally is invested in women's sports. Are you?
Heart of a lion, fire inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat and tears, I conquered my fears, I'm ready to fly now. We know they scared of us, no they don't care for us.
The game has changed monumentally. Ally is invested in the financial future of women's sports.
Did you know that your garage door is the single biggest object on your home? So if you're looking to add some curb appeal, it's a perfect place to start.
And right now, you can get 12 months same as cash. At Dover & Company, we carry the area's largest selections from top manufacturers. And don't forget to ask about our openers and accessories. We have it all, from battery backup, remotes, keypads, and OHD Anywhere that allows you to control and monitor your garage door from anywhere with your smartphone.
Dover & Company, your hometown garage door company since 1936.
Michigan Soccer Network, man! DCFC! Woo! The sights, the sounds of historic Keyworth Stadium. There's nothing quite like it. Each week, Jonathan Turner and Neil Rule will break down the most recent Detroit City FC USL Championship match, taking a look at the Eastern Conference standings, looking ahead to their upcoming match, and much more. Watch the Detroit City FC recap show each week on the Michigan Soccer Network. Let's go City on the Michigan Soccer Network.
You are watching the Michigan Soccer Network. Come on, City.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
So you're banana bread experts.
At this point. I'm Annie.
I'm Morgan.
And this is our banker, Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. They came in and were looking for financing. They needed some seed money to get the business going.
I was with him when I got the news that we had gotten into our dream retailer. I said, you allowed us to get here.
I live vicariously through all my customers, and this was just incredible. I could share in that victory with them.
It sounds like you made that victory possible.
I had a little something to do with it.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
At Dort Financial Credit Union, we believe in fulfilling our members' dreams and care deeply about supporting our community.
Without amazing partners like Dort Financial Credit Union, we would not be able to do what we do. And that's truly the backbone of our organization, is having those partnerships and community relationships.
From supporting community events to our employee volunteers, we are passionate about giving back to organizations that are important to you and helping make our community a great place to live, work, and play.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
What makes Snyder Financial unique is that we're a family-run financial advisory firm.
Our clients enjoy working with us because we're a family. We understand family and relationships.
We absolutely find joy in building relationships with our clients.
And we really want to help them feel educated and feel empowered with their planning.
The level of service and commitment that we have to our clients, that's what we put above everything else.
Snyder Financial, a proud sponsor of the Flint City Bucks.
Every small business has expenses as it grows. Whether you're a farmer, a wedding planner, or anything in between, PFCU can help. With a suite of business services, we can help build your business.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
I work in nursing home, I work in the restaurant, and I own my own food truck. And I banquet Huntington. I used to always look at that sign, you know, come on, own your own home. So one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker. And he didn't tell me, no, it's not possible. He told me anything was possible. And that made me feel good. Hi, I'm Veronica, and this is my banker, Roger. He's awesome. He's a good guy.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net. The Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, but then from Lasma! 3-0! Stewart Heiss with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Finds Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it! It's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again back into Atwood Stadium for USL League 2 action. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. We're excited to bring you the Kids Day here at Atwood Stadium as the Flint City Bucks welcoming in newcomer to the USL League 2, Union FC MACOMB, live on the Michigan Soccer Network. And Dan, the buses are rolling in.
It is a sea of yellow. Looks like over 50 buses have arrived so far. They're expecting several thousand students from around Flint and Genesee County to show up to today's match. A matinee at Flint Atwood Stadium.
As we take a look now, the goal cam, we have our goal cam here today at Atwood Stadium. You see a look there at the goalkeeper for the Flint City Bucks. We'll talk about starting 11s here. A lot to come up here in the pregame here as we're just 10 minutes to go to the start of this match with all the festivities that go on here at Atwood Stadium. But let's take a look at these two teams. We're starting off here with the Union FC MACOMB. They're coming into this game, Dan. They have not won a game yet. They've played 3. This is their first year in USL League 2. Expansion team out of Macomb County. They lost to OCFC this past Saturday, 1-0. They scored 3 goals and allowed 8. They're coached by Granthik Chatterjee and Zane Pollock. And, you know, when you talk with Granthik about this team, hey, he's not worried about where they are right now. He knows they're new. He wants them to learn their system. He wants them to get used to this new formation, what they're doing here, and really be able long-term to build a really good organization.
Yeah, he's recruiting mainly from the Metro Detroit area. He's got a lot of very good players that grew up in different youth clubs, currently playing for various rosters. They still do not have some of their key players. A couple of them are overseas playing in Germany. A few others are still on their respective college campuses and will join the roster later this summer. And that's a similar situation we have with the Flint City Bucks. You know, they have a tendency to recruit from all over the country. They have 5 players that joined the roster this week that weren't here over the weekend when the Bucks beat South Bend, Michiana 2-1. They have several other players who will be joining the roster here in the next couple of weeks. So what we see here today is kind of an unfinished product for both sides as they continue to bring in more and more players. But the Flint City Bucks entered this season with a bullet on their back. They are the defending Great Lakes Division and Central Conference champions. And there are 8 teams in the Great Lakes Division this season, 7 from Michigan and 1 from Northwestern Indiana.
That's right, as again, they are coached by Paul Doro, the new head coach at Oakland University, as well as in his second year for the Flint City Bucks. Again, as you mentioned, Dan, they won the Great Lakes Division last year. They actually went 12-3 overall last year, and ultimately they lost in the semifinal to Ballard, who went on to win the entire USL League 2 championship back in Seattle last season. They scored 36 goals last year, allowed just 11 along the way. So a very, very good team nonetheless. They sent 5 players last year into the MLS. So you think about that, 5 players went on to bigger and better things here from this team last year. We'll talk about that and much more here on this pregame show. Hey, we are just 10 minutes away from the start of this USL League 2 match. It is not the home opener. Home opener is this Saturday. We'll talk about that throughout this match as well. But don't go anywhere. The Flint City Bucks and Union FC MACOMB coming up next on the Michigan Soccer Network. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
And welcome back here into Atwood Stadium. A view here of buses and kids. I mean, this is a great program that they have here, Dan, where what they're trying to accomplish is introducing these young students while they're in school to the amateur game, to soccer, domestic game here in the United States. And they're doing so today with not 1,000, not 2,000, not 3,000, not 4,000, not 5,000, but 6,000 kids expected to be here today. So I am sure there are many teachers throughout the Genesee County area that are like, whew, I got an empty classroom. You know, they might be here, they might not, I don't know, but either way, 6,000 students making their way here, and it's awesome.
And it's a great thing. The whole purpose is to kind of plant that seed for the beautiful game here in the state of Michigan and in the city of Flint and surrounding communities. Because some of the suburbs of Flint, soccer is big, but in a lot of the other suburbs or in the city, not a lot of these young athletes and students have been exposed to soccer at a great level. This is a great way to bring a lot of kids in, plant that seed, because if you can get several of these kids involved down the road in terms of recreational and youth soccer, maybe club when they get in the middle school or high school, maybe play for their high school. If their high school doesn't have a team, the possibilities are endless. What could happen with these seeds being planted here today?
That's right. 5 minutes until we get things rolling here at Atwood Stadium. I want to thank our partners, all of them. We'll talk about them throughout the game. It's 77 degrees outside on the pitch. It is 120 in the press box. But that's okay. We are used to it. We love it. The windows are open. The sun is shining, and soccer is on the horizon. Don't go anywhere. We come back. We'll give you starting 11s, national anthem, and a kickoff live on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! And welcome back here into Atwood Stadium. As you see, just an unbelievable sight here at Atwood Stadium as the kids can just continue to roll in. And you got the sheriff of Genesee County down there as well. So it's pretty cool that this happens on a Wednesday morning in May.
When I grew up, we never had a field trip like this. I was talking a couple hours ago with a few people from the front office of the Flint City Bucks. It was like, yeah, you would just get on the bus and drive to a boring museum in Detroit. And here we have over 6,000 elementary and middle school students from around various school districts and private schools around Genesee County and beyond here to see a USL League 2 game. Hopefully the seeds of eventually playing soccer will be planted in the hearts and minds of many youths from around the area.
So yeah, the Sheriff of Genesee County, Mr. Chris Swanson down there, right at midfield. Put him he's on your screen right now, but he runs a great program here locally called The Ghost, which I think we saw a member of the country music community, Jelly Roll, was I think he's in the country music, but so that's pretty cool. He was here locally a while back, but yeah, we're just moments away here from getting this thing rolling, and it is a beautiful day. And we will give you the lineups here in a moment. If it's your first time stopping by here on MSN, we ask that you hit that subscribe button, like us, and share us with your friends and family as Costa Papista is about to get things underway here.
Children, thank you so much for being here. At this time, I want to hand the mic off.
First ever meeting between these two sides. Union SC MACOMB.
Family, let me hear you. Let me hear you. Welcome to Flint. That's what I'm talking about. We don't do anything small in this city. We do it big. Welcome to the home of the Flint City Bucks. You better keep this energy going the whole day. Thank you all the parents, the teachers, the guardians. If you are here and you're a big kid that has that title, stand up and be recognized. All the big kids. Where's the moms, the dads, the guardians, teachers? Come on, stand up. Stand up. You're not standing. You're not standing. Stand up. Be recognized. Hey, be careful today. Have fun. And welcome again to the home of Mark Ingram and the Flint City Bucks. Let's hear it for the Sheriff.
Sorry about cutting you off there, Dan, but when you have a superstar in Chris Swanson at midfield, you gotta give him the
you have to give
opportunity.
Him center stage and the props.
Gotta give him a little bit. Yep, got it, little bit. That's what they say. So, but hey, guys, it's exciting times here. This is our second year doing this, and it's an honor to be able to bring this game to life for those of you who can't make it, because this is not open to the general public today. This is only open to the students to be able to enjoy this game, and that's what they're doing. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of covering the Bucks as a writer since about 2000. They used to rotate between different high schools around the Detroit area. They moved up here to Flint in 2019. Now for the last couple of years, they've been able to do Kids Day. It's a remarkable event, a remarkable effort coordinating this with a lot of principals and teachers and parents and chaperones at these various schools within a 30-40 mile radius to bring them all in here for an incredible field trip.
Let's go ahead and take a look here at your starting 11 for both these teams. And Dan, on your screen, you're going to see them. And, in goal here today, Paul Doro's very familiar with Michael Sly, but he's on the other side here today. Braxton Arpachinda, Benjamin Golding, Joseph Longo, Richie Ludwig, University of Michigan, Michigan State, thank you. Joshua Copeland, Zach Townsend, another former Oakland University Golden Grizzly, Mateo Phillips, Evan Baker, Chase Clark, and Alex Demra, who now plays up at Saginaw Valley. And then we take a look at the flip side of this in the Flint City Bucks, and a newcomer in goal, Mitch Budler, is in goal here today. Jonas Boista, William Pondeca, Dyson Claire, Palmer Alt, Hugo Taveras, Brock Pickett, Eskil Yerda, Landon Fisher, Ashton Camdum, and Kai Phillip, all in the lineup here today for the Bucks. Scratch here was going to be Steven Moreira, who was going to be starting, but ended up being Hugo Taveras starting in his place. So a late scratch here, but either way, Dan, we are moments away as the walkout starts. We'll hand it off to the public address announcer here at Atwood Stadium in just a moment. We'll be back here after the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's school day match featuring the visiting MACOMB Union FC and your Flint City Bucks. First for the visitors, starting in goal, 0, Michael Slott. 2, Braxton Archipinja. 3, Benjamin Goulding. 5, Joseph Longo. 10, Richard Ludwig. 11, Joshua Copeland. 15, Zachary Townsend. 18, Mateo Phillips. 21, Evan Baker. 25, Chase Clark. 27, Alexander DeMauro. MACOMB Union FC is coached by Granthik Chatterjee. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your Flint City Bucks, from Radadin, Germany, number 5, Jonas Boista. From Flower Mound, Texas, number 7, Woody Pondeca. From Portugal, number 10, Hugo Tavares. From Layton, Utah, number 14, Dyson Clapier. From Noblesville, Indiana, Palmer Alt. From Bay Village, Ohio, Brock Pickett. From Ergensund, Norway, Eskil Yerda. From Elkhart, Indiana, Landon Fisher. From Westchester, Ohio, number 25, Ashton Camden. From Diego Martin, Trinidad and Tobago, number 26, Kai Phillip. From Lincoln, Nebraska, number 30, Mitch Butler. And now, fans, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of the national anthem. Today's national anthem will be sung by Latina Martin from the Flint Institute of Music. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallant. sweet spring. And the rockets ran glad, the bonfire singing out, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Latina Martin with another fantastic edition of the national anthem. And we are just seconds away, Dan, from the start of this season opener here at Atwood for the Flint City Bucks.
Yeah, they're coming off a 2-1 victory in their USL League 2 opener. That was down in South Bend, Indiana against Michiana. This is their first official game at home, although this is not open to the general public. Their traditional home opener will be this weekend on Saturday night.
We'll take a look here at your center official there, Mr. Jason Cross. We know him very, very well. Joshua Weller and Audra Fullen are your assistant referees. Fourth official, Megan Brasher. And those are your match officials here today. And before the game, the River Rats had sent us a graphic that we wanted to put in on the screen here today. It is something that's very, very much important to the River Rats. I want to make sure, Dan, that I read this correctly. We will put this on your screen now. As again, this was sent to me from the River Rats, and this is the Wellness Aid Services. So the Section 11 River Rats are the supporters group of the Flint City Bucks and Flint City ASC, and we are raising funds for the Michigan Wellness Services of Flint, Michigan. Wellness Aid Services is located in downtown Flint. It's a safe space where individuals and couples receive non-judgmental health advice, some health services, and case management services. Members of the LGBTQIA+ community can drop in and hang out, attend education workshops, help plan and attend events, use a computer, or watch some television. And on your screen there, you can pledge, cheer, donate, and make your pledge today using the QR code. And thank you to the River Rats for sharing their Pride Raiser for this year.
Let's go, Buck.
As getting some pre-match communication between the schools here and all the students who are not playing, but watching today's match. Hey, Dan, I mean, just looking at this roster, there are a number of nations represented for the Bucks. You've got Kingston, Jamaica, Germany, Ontario, Portugal, England, Norway, I know Ireland, Poland, and we are officially underway here from Atwood Stadium. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickert. The Flint City Bucks are in the white and blue kits going left to right on your screen. And the Union FC MACOMB, they are in the all-black kits going right to left. In goal for the Union is Michael Sly. And in goal, Mitch Butler for the Flint City Bucks. Ball switched here right in the middle of the park. That's Pickett. Near side, Landon Fisher. Something you're going to see a lot of it from Flint City is a lot of possession. Ball will just go past Landon Fisher. Fisher from Elkhart, Indiana, goes to Western Michigan University. And we talk about Western Michigan University. They won the Missouri Valley Conference this past year. The tournament went on all the way to the Sweet 16, right? They lost to Notre Dame.
Yep. 2 years in a row, they made the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Division I tournament. And the Broncos are well represented in the USL League Two. They have several of their players playing for sides across Michigan and Indiana.
So Fisher going to throw this one in on this near side. Stays on the pitch. Pendeka. This will go all the way back now to Butler. Butler from Lincoln, Nebraska, goes to the University of Akron.
Flint City Bucks have done a great job in recent years of not just picking up great college players from across Michigan and Midwest, but they get a lot of players from different parts of the country. A lot of these players that we talked about just a minute ago are playing collegiately in the U.S., but are from countries around the world.
So a little shirt pull there. And that was Baker looking up top, looking for Richie Ludwig. Because I apologize. I misspoke. I said University of Michigan. Michigan State's where he went. So I got called on it by Dan and by someone in the crowd on watching on YouTube. We appreciate that. I misspoke. As this ball is played up top, and a heavy touch from Kai Phillip. Goes out for a goal kick, but a beautiful ball. Just couldn't bring that one under control, could Phillip. This Kai Phillip is from Diego Martin, Trinidad and Tobago. Goes to the University of Evansville. Yerda. All ball play back.
You go up and down this roster on both sides, you see a lot of NCAA Division I and Division II schools represented.
So is Fisher on this near side, gets into a little tug there with Demeraux. This one headed back up and out. You couldn't ask for a more beautiful day. It's 77 degrees outside. I mean, you got 6,000 screaming kids.
They're still rolling in. Not all of them are in the stadium yet. You see a sea of over 60 school buses out and shuttle vans out in the parking lot to the south. You know, I went down to the southwest corner, Jonathan, about an hour and 15 minutes before game time, and there's a group of volunteers. They were packing lunches. They had over 2,000 hot dogs already cooked.
And not one for us, Dan.
No.
Not a one. We'll have to talk about how hungry we get. This ball switched over to Bondeka. Now Pickett. He'll look to play one up and over. The flag will go up. That was Tavares, who's going to slap this one across. Again, the flag did go up. So offside is the call.
Tavares left just a second too early on his run.
It looked close, Dan. It looked close.
Yep.
Remember, the Flint City Bucks and Union FC MACOMB, they both play in the USL 2 Great Lakes division, made up of 8 teams. Union FC played Oakland County FC this past week in their home opener in front of 636 fans. So Bondeka.
I believe Midwest United sits atop of that group here in the first week and a half of the
look at
season.
this ball over the top. Is he trying to run out of that? It's Phillip, and it's muscled off the ball by Zach Townsend. So a great ball coming in from Pickett.
Zach Townsend, current Oakland University player, grew up at nearby Oxford High School.
So again, Tavares now on the ball. Out wide on that far side. Bucks continue to press here early. They have been in control of this ball since the opening kick.
See Mr. Townsend. Father Skip Townsend's in attendance today. He's a professional sports photographer. We've seen him already at multiple amateur and high school games here the last few weeks. Also, shout out to Flint City Bucks staff photographer Amanda Thick. I know she's in the crowd as well.
This next 5 minutes is brought to you by Granite City Food and Brewery. Eat good eats, drink good drinks, have good times. To learn more about Granite City, head over to gfcb.com. You can order food for graduation parties, have brunch on Sundays, or even try on their daily deals, which today, Dan, it's Pasta Wednesday. At the Troy and Northville locations here in Michigan, you can get a pasta and unlimited bread and salad on Pasta Wednesday. They have this unbelievable Cajun pasta to die for.
I know they have that great burger special on Monday evenings.
So that was Clayer on this near side. Ball go out, though, for a goal kick. The wind continues to blow through our press box window. Also on our microphone down below, our crowd mic. We do have goal cam here today, so when we do have opportunities to bring that in, we will. Up on that far side, that's Goulding defending there for Union FC MACOMB. Ball all the way back now. Looking towards Phillips. This one will make its way all the way to Palmer Alt. Will take a spill. Palmer Alt, one of only a few coming back here from last year's team.
We saw Palmer Alt. Malik Henry's also on the roster, but
yep.
I would say over 80% of the roster, and there's still a few players that the Bucks have not been able to get into town just yet. But very few are returning. They were the North American Final Four squad in 2022 and 2023. A lot of those players have advanced onto the MLS or the USL Championship, USL League One. So the Bucks continue to pump out very good players year in and year out.
Clayer. Pickett. Good switch to that far side. Good settle by Yerda. Phillips tried to go through two Union FC defenders. A little back heel looking for Phillips, but Sly is right there.
The Bucks keep attacking. Neither side has been able to generate a shot or a corner kick here in the first 9 minutes. So we enter the 10th minute of action. 0-0 stalemate at this point. USL League Two. Flint Atwood Stadium is the site, and we are the Michigan Soccer Network, the hub of all things soccer across the state of Michigan.
It's Copeland looking for Ludwig. One back by the Bucks. Quick in transition. That was Alt. Trying to win it back. It's Goulding now. Physical play on that far side. And just a simple throw-in. It's Fisher. Clear. Good move to get by Demro. Now back out to Fisher. Fisher back to Clayer. Slots for Tavares. Tavares back post for Phillips and right in the hands of Michael Sly. So a beautiful ball from Tavares. Finds the head of Phillips but just can't get it past Sly.
Sly, a product of Grand Blanc. Spent his high school days with MLS Next Vardar Academy. Actually was with the Flint City Bucks during their exhibition season in 2020 and on the roster back in 2021. Also played a couple years at Oakland University.
Ball played by Pickett back to Butler. Butler in the orange kit here today. Bondeka. Good switch to that far side. It's Camden now. One back by Chase Clark and Union SC. It's knocked away by Alt. The next 5 minutes of this match are brought to you by Trivaloni Asset Management. Your success is our success. Your financial goals are our sole focus, and we're excited to partner with you. Visit trivam.com. That's TRIVAM.com, or call 586-665-8805 today. So Fisher on this near side knocks it back to Yerde. Alt, back to Fisher. Good switch. Oh, he's looking to find Clayer. Just couldn't connect. Now Clayer wins the ball back. Ooh, right through the legs of Townsend. Now look at this. Clayer towards that far post. And that goes out for the first corner. Actually went through Mateo Phillips' legs. I apologize.
First corner kick of the match for either side, but the Flint City Bucks are swarming the final third of the field.
So Flint City is wearing the blue and white kits, so the white shirts and socks and blue shorts. This will be taken by Tavares. Tavares puts this in. Good ball. Ahead on it. Believe that was Phillips that got ahead. That one will go out for a goal kick. So in our conversations, and we talked with Grantham Chatterjee and Union FC MACOMB, you start a season 0-3, and maybe you're the players start to get frustrated. Maybe he's like, no, we know where we are right now. Obviously we don't want to be 0-3, but the reality is, we're a young team. We're new in this league. We're going to find our way. We're going to stick to our mythology, what we want to do, what we want to accomplish on the pitch, and nothing's going to divert us from that. And over the long run, we'll get to where we want to be. So Pickett. Settled down. That was Boysta. And I think it's the first foul of the game. You're our statistician, so.
First foul against Flint City Bucks. Both teams have one foul against. You talked about the rosters and what FC Union MACOMB has been able to do. They have a lot of, young, very talented players on their side. You see players coming from University of Detroit Mercy, Oakland University, some Saginaw Valley, different, D1 and D2 schools across Michigan and the Midwest. They'll be fine as they continue to grow and, awareness of their program grows. More and more players will want to play for them. That's, a lot of the teams throughout the USL League, too. It's funny, Jonathan. I remember 8-9 years ago being at a Bucks game when they were still down at the Ultimate Soccer Arenas in Pontiac. There was like 68 teams in the USL League 2. There's now a record 128 teams and franchises in the league as it continues to spread its web across the U.S. and Southern Canada. It's just a great avenue for more and more college players from mid-May through July to play in a
what a beautiful switch that was. As Tavares now back to Fisher. And good step in there by Demeraux. But a beautiful ball across the pitch. That was a 40-yard dime out to Camden on that far side. He put that one in, unable to connect on that. This ball, another beautiful ball. That one from Yerda. Camden on that far side again.
Bucks doing a great job of switching fields back and forth, getting everybody touches on the pitch.
What was that? Camden again, and ball out now to Yerda. Clayer. Well, that little outside the foot. And that goes just wide of Tavares on that far side.
Bucks continue to control the flow of the play. They have a 3-1 shots advantage, 1-0 on frame, and they have the game's only corner kick. Unable to convert thus far as we're now in the 17th minute of action, but Flint City Bucks, despite bringing in 5 new players for today's game that weren't on the roster yet as of last weekend for their season opener, they look like a seasoned group, gelling quite well here. Just their second game of the season.
So here we are, we're in the 17th minute, 0-0. Listen to Jonathan and Turner and Dan Stickrat. Excited to have you along for the ride. It's school day here at Atwood Stadium, 6,000 kids.
Not to mention all the teachers and administration and, you know, parent volunteers and chaperones that have volunteered their morning and afternoon to accompany all these young kids to Atwood Stadium.
So settled down by Alt on that far side. Goulding defends. Inside. Phillips loses the ball. One back by Union FC MACOMB and cleared away by Goulding. Well, right back in possession are the Bucks. Pickett. Good switch. Camden. Overlapping run from Yerday. Camden puts this one into the box. Cleared away towards Fisher. Just great ball movement here early on from the Bucks. And that was Tavares, and that one will go out for the second corner of the match. If a goal comes in, Dan, this crowd is going to go crazy.
Yeah, a sea and assortment of various colors. This young kids are representing their school colors from a wide variety of elementary, middle schools.
This one
here
comes in and ahead from William Pandeka. Goes wide.
The chances are there. They've had 4 shots and just 1 on frame. Flint City Bucks, as we're getting close to entering the 20th minute, have controlled play throughout. It's been over 90% possession in favor of Flint City.
Waiting on Michael Sly to put this one back in. Ball falls to Pondeka. He'll take his time and he'll find Fisher. Over the top. Looking for Tavares, the flag goes up. You're seeing these unbelievable balls, though, just being dropped in right now by Landon Fisher. I mean, he's been on the money all day.
Yeah, if the Bucks forwards can, you know, time their runs right, they're going to have one of these that's going to be onside. They'll be able to get a shot at opportunity off. Just a little out of sync here in the opening minutes. It's the second time the Bucks have been whistled for offsides.
So as the next 5 minutes of this match are brought to you by National Soccer. Achieving more together. To learn more about the National Soccer Way and being a part of the family, about tryouts and much more, head over to nationalsoccer.com. That's nationalsoccer.com. So Camden. Yerday. Back to Camden. Goulding is right there, and he might try and shield this one out for a goal kick, but kept back on, and then eventually goes out for a goal kick. The one thing I don't know, Dan, I mean, we haven't been to a lot of games recently with 6,000 plus people. Is there a lot of chattering that goes on in the crowd as well? I mean, we hear a lot of talking, so is that typical of is that what we typically hear in our headsets, in the fan affair, or a little chatty, or is it more
today's a little bit different with the average fan in attendance being in elementary and middle school, but
I'm not thinking it's a bad thing. I was just curious. I don't know, because we hear the crowd noise in our headsets. We can hear them. So I was just curious if it's like this, or if it's more like, screaming and yelling. And
I saw a couple kids about 10:30 when they were walking in the stadium as the first groups were being ushered in. And some Taylor Swift was on the loudspeakers, and a few young kids were sitting there dancing and humming along.
Are you a Swiftie, Dan?
No, I definitely am not a Swiftie.
You're not a Swiftie.
I have a niece out in Arizona who's definitely a Swiftie, but I'll have a hard pass on that.
My daughter, Brianna, is definitely a Swiftie. My wife is a Swiftie. It's a good switch by Pondeca. Just couldn't be brought down by Camden.
It's a rare turnover for the Bucks as SCU MACOMB trying to generate something. They've been unable to even cross into the final third of the field here. Now we're in the midway of the 23rd minute.
Oh, good battle, though. You saw Evan Baker almost make his way through that defensive unit of the Bucks. Now Butler on the ball.
Evan Baker grew up just north of here in infamous Frankenmuth, Michigan. Played for Frankenmuth High School as an all-state player just a couple years ago. He suits up now for Saginaw Valley.
You say infamous Frankenmuth.
You got to think about the chicken, right?
You got to think about the chicken.
You got to think it's all about the chicken in Frankenmuth.
That's Goulding. Ball given away to Varus. Pickett. Good switch over here to Fisher. Claire was looking inside for Pickett. That was intercepted by Joseph Longo. But one back once again by the Bucks. A little touch pass at the flex, right back into slide.
Monty the Bear, we need you to come over to the Dover door sign and get the wave started.
Flint City Bucks continues to maintain possession, knocking the ball around all corners of the field. They've had everyone involved in the attack here in the first 24 minutes.
Tavares. Ball now played back to Pondeca. Boista. Near side, Fisher.
Bucks coming off a year where they were 12-3 against USL League II competition. I believe they were 17-3 overall. They played in a couple of amateur cups and non-conference games, able to win all of those as well. And that's where you have a luxury of going deep in your bench, which I mean, like, you can dress 18 guys for a game. You can have 26 guys listed in your pool, but you can carry as many athletes in your program as you want over the course of the spring and summer. Some of these USL League teams will, bring in 30, 35, 40 players, which gives you the luxury of giving a lot of those younger players a chance to play in non-conference games, friendlies, and some amateur cups along the way.
Ball way back now to Butler. Boista. Yerday.
All right, fans, take a look at Monty the Bear at the east end of
the ball in. from all towards Tavares. Just flag was offside, though. Next 5 minutes of match brought to you by Primal PT Recovery, the football doc. Empowering athletes and active adults to reclaim their performance and thrive without limitations. Visit primalrecoverypd.com. That's primalrecoverypt.com. Don't forget, discover the primal advantage.
Here comes the wave. Get ready, girls and boys.
So out on that far side, tracking down Baker. And this one might be out for a corner, and it is.
It's the first time the SC Union MACOMB's able to get the ball down into Bucks territory. Final third. They earned a corner kick. 27th minute, we're at a 0-0 stalemate. Flint City Bucks have controlled play throughout. Now the visitors from SC Union MACOMB in very dangerous situation here, trying to...
Look at that net cam. Wow, that's awesome. Ball comes in right into Butler, who has to take a touch, and he is not getting up. He is slow to get up. She's rolling around inside the net. He's now up. He landed awkwardly, but now Claire. Claire's got 4 defenders around him from Union FC MACOMB, but still finds a way to keep the ball. A little shove there, so he'll take a tumble to the ground. Butler's okay now, though.
Yeah, he kind of had to dive on a backward pedal angle to slap that ball out of harm's way. He came down awkwardly on his right hip and arm. Slight stinger. He is limping slightly as he's standing out in open space in the backfield as the Bucks continue to
press. It was a hard tackle on Tavares. This Alex Demro is going to be in the book.
Alex Demro, an absolute blade there near the touchline to earn the yellow card.
The yellow card has been issued to number 27.
29th minute, the Flint City Bucks in a great position to try to get off a shot here. Free kick from the right side, about 10-12 yards outside of the box.
Free kick for the Bucks.
So a free kick. This will play like a corner. And don't be surprised if Tavares loses his left foot here. Boysta stands over this ball as well. That's Jonas Boysta. Tavares will fake that. Boysta puts this one back post. And headed away by Goulding. Now top of the 18 is a shot. Up and over. It's Palmer Alt.
Alt and the Bucks have had their fair share of chances. They have a 6-0 shots advantage, but only 2 shots on frame. They've had 2 corner kicks, unable to convert those as well. The Bucks are buzzing, but the scoreboard is not here in the first 30 minutes of action.
That was good, Dan. I really like that. The Bucks are buzzing.
I'm going to pick up a career in hip-hop after today's match. Start penning some gold singles and maybe get some pressings and remixes as well on some 12-inch vinyl singles and become national. What do you say?
I think you should go hang out down by the bay. It's a beautiful day. Don't you say? This is ball over the top.
You said sitting by the bay. I instantaneously thought of Otis Day, sitting at the dock of the bay. The early 70s classic R&B tune, remade in the late 80s by Sir Michael Bolton.
So just everybody knows, Dan was born in 1922. Yeah. So
I'm a time traveler as well.
Oh, it's Kai Phillips gets a touch on it, but that makes it all the way back to Sly.
Phillips been dangerous. The Union almost had a complete meltdown, a breakdown in the backfield. That Mateo Phillips gets a cleaner touch on that. He's off to the races on a breakaway. Unable to corral that loose ball.
So just about 15 minutes ago, plus stoppage time in this first half. Is now Ludwig into Baker, back to Ludwig. Quick play. Good work now out to Copeland. Copeland cuts inside, plays it inside. As to Longo, but that one given back to the Bucks. It's Townsend. And you're seeing a little more patience now and possession here out of Union FC MACOMB. Longo puts the ball out wide. This ball put in towards Copeland, but headed away. Still on the pitch, though. Now Yerde. Camden.
See how quickly the Flint City Bucks, they regain possession, they settle it down, able to start switching fields again, building their attack.
Alt into Tavares. Pickett, good switch to this near side, looking for Fisher. Claire. Little overlapping run from Fisher. Fisher looks to slot this one across, and out for the third corner of the afternoon. Hey, if it's your first time stopping by an MSN, hit that subscribe button, like us, and share us with your friends and family. This is your home for all Flint City AFC and Flint City Bucks games. We have 2 coming up this weekend. We have the home opener for Flint City Bucks here on Saturday night, and then Flint City AFC, they have a game on Sunday. So, be back up here all weekend long. Boysta puts this one in. Still inside the 18. Not able to be cleared away. Put back in towards Boysta. Boysta back across, back post. Slotted towards Alt. Pickett settles it down. Yerde. Another ball put back post, but out comes Sly. He'll make the grab. Knocking on the doorstep would be the right way to put all their activity here so far. They're getting super close. The one thing that eludes the Bucks right now is just back of the net.
And they're facing a very seasoned goalkeeper in Michael Sly again. Grew up in nearby Grand Blanc, 10 miles to the south. I believe Sly transferred from Olkin over to Michigan State here for the fall 2024 season.
So Butler now into Fisher.
Visit Sal's Gym today to explore membership options that might be right for you.
Fisher maybe looking to go over the top again. Doesn't quite get there. So quickly thrown in. Claire. Pondeca. Switch to Camden. He'll put this one in towards Phillip. Tavares was right there. Ball falls right now to Claire. Claire just unable to get a good touch on it to get a shot. And now Ludwig will lay it back. That one hit right into Yerde. Next 5 minutes of this match are brought to you by Julia Zahn Real Estate. Apologize, there's an error message real quick. But the next 5 minutes brought to you by Julia Zahn Real Estate. Julia Zahn, a soccer mom and a realtor. To learn more about Julia Zahn and the homes she's currently selling, head over to MichiganSoccerNetwork.com and click on her banners. We have all the homes she's got listed right now on our website. Ball on that far side. Camden looks to slot that in towards Tavares. Now Alt. Pickett. Camden. Inside Tavares. Tavares with a shot. That's blocked by Goulding. Ball put back in, back post. That's headed away by Demro.
Flint City continues control play throughout. You figure the way they're pressing and attacking, eventually they'll be able to get a great opportunity on frame.
Camden looking to play it into Yerde. Now Tavares. Tavares hits off Demro on its way out for a corner.
Bucks flirting with great opportunities again. This will be their 4th corner kick of the match as we're now in the 37th minute. Still trying to solve the riddle about putting one on frame and putting one into the back of the net.
So Tavares will take this. Michael Sly goes up in traffic and makes the grab. So Tavares doing a great job. On these corner kicks. He's done his job here today when called upon. Demro. Now Tavares. Yerde. They're going to say all ball. Palmer Alt went down on that contact. Now Copeland after getting the ball from Ludwig. Copeland looking to cut inside. And good defensive work by the Bucks. This is Pickett. Looking to play it up towards Phillip. Phillip just can't muscle through that defensive physicality from Zach Townsend.
Phillips has been extremely dangerous here in the first half.
You know, the longer and longer this game stays 0-0, Dan, that just continues to give more confidence to Union FC MACOMB. You know, a team that, you know, coming into this, if you were to look at their record, they're new to the league, an underdog against the reigning Great Lakes, you know, division champion, right? Also went to the semifinals, you know, the Central Conference champion. So, I mean, underdog, and right now they've been able to weather the storm. And the longer and longer this match goes without any goals.
You're right, and the chances haven't been there. They have yet to take a single shot attempt in this game. They do have the one corner kick. But there's been a couple times in the last 10 minutes where they've been able to get the ball down in the Bucks, you know, third of the field. And all it needs is one chance. You know, a corner kick, a set piece, like a free kick just outside the box, a deflection. All it takes is one chance to take a 1-0 advantage. So
Fisher cuts inside. Slot this towards Camden, a little touch, and a shot from Tavares, and that one goes wide after a touch save by Michael Sly.
Sly's 3rd save of the afternoon.
None bigger than that one.
That was a bending, you know, one-timer towards the left goalpost. Sly lateral on the save.
Ball makes its way towards Camden. And now here comes a counterattack for Union FC MACOMB. And maybe too much speed there from Ludwig as he did not time that run. If he had been slightly delayed in his run, he would have been on.
First offsides called against the Union. That was against Richie Ludwig. We had a chance to see him a few times in his high school days.
Over at Clarkson High School?
Clarkson High School. He played club ball with the Nationals, and he was the 2022 Mr. Soccer runner-up for the Wolves.
Good switch by Pondeca.
Still has 3 years eligibility over at Michigan State.
Camden. Now Alt. Alt looked to cut inside. Alt tried to thread the needle to Tavares. That one was eaten up by Union FC MACOMB, now Copeland.
Alt had a lot of space there, about 25 yards out. Should have at least attempted a shot. Opted to pass the ball through traffic. Ball quickly turned over, but as they have all matched, the Bucks nullified that counterattack pretty quick. Back on possession once again.
Ooh, Claire is taken down, so now a free kick here in the 42nd minute.
Just outside the box on the right side, about 25 yards away, and another great opportunity coming up for Flint City.
Want to give a shout out to the 190 plus of you watching right now here in Michigan and afar. In the comment section, let us know what you're watching. Are you watching here in Michigan? Are you across the United States? Are you watching from Ireland internationally? Let us know. I'd love to know where you're watching. You don't have to be specific. You don't have to tell us like your coordinates or your address, but maybe where you're watching city. As Tavares puts us one in towards that back post. It's still on the pitch. Palmo Alt. Now Pondeka. That one's blocked on the way through towards Michael Sly.
Yeah, someone might be watching this game from their office or cubicle. You hate to get someone in trouble at their day job, but
the EPL is on during the day. So is the Champions League. As Tavares tried to get through, unable to do so.
These games will all be online if you can't watch the broadcast live.
Oh, look at this. Phillip tried to take a crack at it second time. Now Tavares with a half volley. Now the one from Claire, and that one saved by Michael Sly. So 3 opportunities. One finally gets through, and Sly there once again.
Sly patrolling his box with authority. That's his 4th official save. He's snared a couple free kicks out of the air. He's been able to cut off some crosses. Very talented young goalkeeper, Michael Sly for SC Union MACOMB, keeping the high-powered Flint City Bucks at bay here in the first.
Oh, a touch there from Butler. Almost giving Baker an open goal. It just seemed like he just took that whole thing just like lackadaisically. He just didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. And obviously Baker almost able to clean up that mistake. And that's the dangerousness of being in a game where Claire colliding there with Mateo Phillips. Out for a goal kick. Watching from England, watching from Oregon for Mateo Phillips. Watching from Grand Rapids. So England, and we got some on the West Coast in Oregon. That's pretty cool. Officially crossed over the 200 mark just now.
And then again, student day at Flint Atwood Stadium. Over 6,000 elementary and middle school students here, representing the dozens of colors of their respective schools.
We got Andrew Necci from Italy. Garrett Craig is watching in North Carolina. Keegan is watching from Istanbul, Turkey. That might be the winner right there.
There we go.
So Camden out wide, finding Alt. Erday makes the run. Now into Camden. Camden into the 18, cuts to his right foot, looking to slot that towards Phillip.
Bucks continue to press, and we're just seconds away from stoppage time. 0-0 stalemate. Flint City Bucks, SC Union MACOMB, USL League 2 match.
Ball inside for Tavares. He slots for Phillip, and that's defended well there by Goulding. Like Goulding just laid down, almost like what you'd see in hockey. The ball just hit off of him.
Just a little bit unlucky inside the box. We're now into stoppage time. Flint City Bucks dominate possession over 95% of the game, 13-0 in shots, 5-0 on frame. You have 4-1 on corner kicks, but they still have not been able to introduce themselves to the back of the net.
You're starting to see Copeland and Ludwig really figuring some things out here in the latter part of this first half. If they can start to figure some things out here in the second half, they'll be very dangerous.
very dangerous players in their career. Again, Ludwig went to Clarkson, plays for Michigan State. Joshua Copeland prepped at nearby Birmingham Brother Rice, currently on the roster at University of Detroit Mercy. So MACOMB has some very talented players. Young, they're still trying to blend in. They have some better players even coming onto the roster here in the next couple weeks.
So Pickett, look to switch to Camden. Settled down, unable to bring that across effectively, and that's where this first half will end. And Dan, so far, so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your halftime score.
Flint City Bucks have dominated again, 13-0 on total shots, 5-0 on frame, 4-1 on corner kicks. But where it matters most, you see donuts on the scoreboard. Flint City and Union MACOMB scoreless at the half, 0-0 USL League 2 match.
That's right, it's 0-0 here at the half. Flint City Bucks and Union FC MACOMB deadlocked. We're going to send this to halftime, but 45 minutes to go. It's kids' day. It's school day. 6,000 kids, and someone's going to go home here a winner today. Maybe, maybe not, but we'll find out after this.
Ally is invested in women's sports. Are you? Heart of a lion. Fire inside me, blaze like a siren.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! And welcome back here into Atwood Stadium, which is about 4.5 minutes to go here before the start of the second half. You're watching USL League 2 Great Lakes Division matchup, the Flint City Bucks, Union FC MACOMB on the Michigan Soccer Network. It's 0-0, 45 minutes to go. We come back here from this next break. We'll have second half kickoff live on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Ally is invested in women's sports. Are you?
Heart of a lion, fire inside me blaze like a siren. Why would you try it? Wake up the beast, no I can't keep silent. I put my time in, now it's my time, your time is expiring. Blood, sweat and tears, I conquer my fears, I'm ready to fly now. We know they scared of us, no they don't care for us.
The game has changed monumentally. Ally is invested in the financial future of women's sports.
Did you know that your garage door is the single biggest object on your home? So if you're looking to add some curb appeal, it's a perfect place to start.
And right now, you can get 12 months same as cash. At Dover & Company, we carry the area's largest selections from top manufacturers. And don't forget to ask about our openers and accessories. We have it all, from battery backup, remotes, keypads, and OHD Anywhere that allows you to control and monitor your garage door from anywhere with your smartphone.
Dover & Company, your hometown garage door company since 1936.
Michigan Soccer Network, man! DCFC!
The sights, the sounds of historic Keyworth Stadium. There's nothing quite like it. Each week, Jonathan Turner and Neil Rule will break down the most recent Detroit City FC USL Championship match, taking a look at the Eastern Conference standings, looking ahead to their upcoming match, and much more. Watch the Detroit City FC recap show each week on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Let's go City on the Michigan Soccer Network.
You are watching the Michigan Soccer Network.
Boom City.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
So you're banana bread experts.
At this point. I'm Annie. I'm Morgan. And this is our banker, Dennis.
Hi, I'm Dennis. They came in and were looking for financing. They needed some seed money to get the business going.
I was with him when I got the news that we had gotten into our dream retailer. I said, you allowed us to get here.
I live vicariously through all my customers, and this was just incredible. I could share in that victory with them.
It sounds like you made that victory possible.
I had a little something to do with it.
Welcome back here as you take a look there at all the kids here at school day at Atwood Stadium. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful event here for these young kids to be able to be a part of, Dan.
Yeah, unbelievable experience. You have over 6,000 young students from around the city of Flint, various communities around Genesee County and beyond, coming here for a field trip, student day, Flint Atwood Stadium, and Jonathan, never seen anything like it. I never had a field trip like this. Yeah, we went to, a museum in Detroit or something like that, but maybe the Cranbrook Institute, but being able to go to a live soccer game in the middle of the school day, getting out of class for 3 to 4 hours, it's a great experience for these young kids.
That's right. We're going to put them on the screen here again. The River Rats, the official supporter group of the Flint City Bucks. That's their pride raiser. And on the screen, there's a QR code to check out how you can be a part of this unbelievable organization and what they're pledging this season. So take a look at that. The River Rats in Section 11 here at Atwood Stadium. You see there's our net cam. That's right, we have a net cam here today. Trying to have one here for all Flint City Bucks games and ASC games with a net cam. Doesn't take more than a couple minutes to set it up right there, Fisher. Sam Fisher, our producer here today. Ryan Gagnon on camera 1, 2, and 3. So he's triple dutying the camera stuff here today, but also we can make this game available to all of you watching all the way out west in Oregon and all the way to Istanbul, Turkey, and Italy. So we appreciate you stopping by nonetheless, as moments away here from the start of this second half.
You have individuals around the globe watching today's match. It's been all Flint City Bucks in terms of possession, shots, corner kicks, you name it. Except we're still at a 0-0 stalemate as we're just about a minute or two away from the start of the second half. And Flint City Bucks 1-0-0 on the season, trying to add a second victory onto their tally. But just have not been able to convert in the final third of the field. That the chances have been there time and time again. They have been knocking the ball around, getting all their players involved in the attack and the possession. And then goalkeeper Mitch Budler hasn't had to make an official save. He did punch away a bending corner kick late in the first half. Flint City Bucks were able to clear that ball a few seconds later. They held a 13-0 shot advantage, 5-0 on frame, 4-1 on corner kicks. They're trying to solve the mystery, putting the ball into the back of net here in the second half.
A lot of comments going on right now on YouTube talking about the level. And, I think that there's this misconception here in the United States. This is actually very good soccer. And I know that there might be an argument, well, what's the difference between this and other leagues? But, you're watching players who play at the Division I Power 5 schools, Power 5 school programs on the pitch right now in Michigan State, Akron. These are all, I know Akron plays in the Missouri Valley. That's considered to be a Power 5, but Akron, when it comes to soccer, is a Power 5 school.
Yeah, they've been great the last 20 years plus.
So you've got some of the best talent on the pitch right now. And I know that, we had this conversation when Ballard FC came to town and Ventura County came to town here last year, there's not a soccer-specific stadium. This is a football field. And, here's our message. We live in the Midwest. And me and Dan, we love soccer, and we would love if there were like 400 soccer-specific stadiums in Michigan, because it would be so awesome for us to go to that. But there aren't. The reality is that these stadiums are all multi-use, multi-purpose, because it's cost-effective, and to be fair, football and basketball rule all things in the state of Michigan. So teams like Flint and other teams, they have no choice but to find stadiums that could fit 6,000 kids on a Wednesday morning to make that happen. So I know that if you're across the pond, in other parts of the world, it might even be other parts of the country, you're going to be playing on soccer-specific stadiums. Well, and we wish, believe you me, we wish that were the case. But there just aren't. And you do with what you got, right? And that's what we have here in Michigan.
When you look at some of these historic stadiums in Michigan that were built, they were built over 100 years ago. We're at Atwood Stadium in Flint. We were at Wisner Stadium in Pontiac on Sunday for a women's amateur game. You have the historic Keyworth Stadium in Hamtramck, over in Grand Rapids.
But up until the Detroit City FC got there, it was a football field.
Right.
And then they came in, they converted the whole thing to a soccer-specific stadium. Fantastic. Detroit City FC's operating budget's in the millions and millions of dollars, probably $20 million. So, you know, not every program has the ability to do that. And to be fair, if you were to talk about the best clubs in Michigan, and if we put them all on a pedestal, okay, Detroit City FC's up here, right? You got Flint City Bucks, you've got Lansing Common, you've probably got like Lansing City, Ann Arbor AFC in there, AFC Ann Arbor. You know, you used to have on the west side Grand Rapids, but they don't have a program anymore.
The Midwest United is taking over.
Yeah, but Grand Rapids they had a pretty good following. They would draw 700,000 people to a game. But the reality is most of your amateur teams are fighting for 50 to 300 people. You know, and they're not charging maybe to get in the door. So, you know, when we have conversations about just broadcasting games, the conversations, John, there's no money in amateur soccer. You know, most of these teams are losing money. And to be fair, most of your USL championship teams are probably on some level not being profitable. So, believe you me, I would much rather this game be on a soccer field pitch, you know, with grass than playing on turf. Right? I think anyone who's a soccer purist at heart would say that. But since we live in Michigan and it rains and snows and there's a bunch of orange cones that I'm sure have not made their way on the field yet, but there might be some orange barrels that roll out there at some point in time during this game, you know, that would be, we have to play on turf. And Atwood Stadium, if you haven't been here before, is really cool. It's really cool to be here. And we appreciate you watching from wherever you're watching. As Union FC's finally made their way out of the locker room. They are milking every ounce of that 15-minute plus during the halftime break.
Yeah, Atwood Stadium is built kind of on a hillside on a bowl. We're on the north side facing south, which is, you know, open land. We're on a hillside, but it can sit, in general, 11,000 fans if they had to have that many. And decades ago when Flint was a bustling automotive town, you know, some of the local high schools, Flint Central, Flint Northern, Flint Northwestern, Flint Southwestern, they used to play their games here. We've had presidential candidates hold campaigns here many decades ago. This was a bannership type stadium in the state of Michigan. Yes, it is now turf. Flint Powers Catholic plays here. A lot of club teams, a lot of amateur teams play soccer, football. There are lacrosse lines on here for Flint Powers Catholic High School. But overall, it's not a grass field, but in terms of being high up on a hillside, you get a great view of the entire stadium if you're here live for a match. It is still a quality place to watch the game of soccer or football or lacrosse for that matter.
Just waiting for the start of this second half. I guess they don't want us to get home before traffic hits, huh?
No, you talked about the orange barrels. You know, you drive north of Clarkston all the way to the southern part of Flint on I-75. It's down the 2 lanes. They've been working on construction there for 2 years. So the orange barrels are creeping north. And we have a holiday weekend coming up, Memorial Day weekend. A lot of the people across the state of Michigan will be leaving the state or heading up north to cottages and lakes, and they'll be battling not just the traffic, but the construction traffic as well.
And we are back underway here from Atwood Stadium. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat. Ball bounces up and hits Evan Baker in the arm. And we'll have their first whistle after the whistle here, moments into the second half. We were not informed of any changes by either side. We'll keep an eye on if any changes were made and let you know. But hey, you're watching from Atwood Stadium here in Flint, Michigan. USL League 2 matchup, Great Lakes Division, Flint City Bucks and Union FC MACOMB. Flint City Bucks in the white and blue kits going now right to left on your screen. Union FC MACOMB in the all black kits, and they're going left to right. One back, it's Condemned. Now Pickett, he'll switch to Fisher on that far side. Claire, looking to get by Demro, and Demro clears this up. Bondeka there defending for the Bucks. Is Pickett back on the ball? Puesta. Day.
Flint City Bucks back to where they played the entire first half, just maintaining possession, building.
Oh, look
up
at this
attack.
ball in for Phillip, and that is deflected out by Townsend, and out for another corner.
Fifth corner kick of the match coming up for Flint City. They've been dangerous throughout. Still trying to find that first goal.
Let's get loud down there, fans.
So here comes the fifth corner of the match. Ball played towards Phillip on that far side. Claire will track it down. Here. Ball put back in towards that near post, but deflected out for the sixth corner.
Flint City will have another
2.5 minutes into the second half. Flint City Bucks already dangerous. Second quarter coming up.
So they'll play short. This ball comes in towards top of the 18. Now Camden. Camden from distance right at Michael Sly.
Sly very active so far for SC Union MACOMB. That was the sixth official save of the. Now we're in the afternoon hours.
So it looks as though have a player coming over here to the bench. Maybe Indro's got a bloody nose.
Stoppage of play for an injury to McCollum.
So Jason Cross will drop this to Michael Sly. I just gotta really hand it, man. So I got a Stanley. My wife and I, Dan, took the plunge and bought a Stanley. We bought into the hype. But I'll tell you, my water has been sitting in this hot sun on this ledge, and it is ice cold still.
Sounds like I'm gonna have to make the similar investment here.
My son for Mother's Day brought my wife these special silicone ice molds, and they fit perfectly into the Stanley. They're Stanley ice molds, and they go all the way up to the top, building up almost like a foundation of ice with the middle for your straw. It's kept it ice cold along with the Stanley. So I love to have them advertise with us. As this ball played back by Goulding to Michael Sly. Ball pushed out wide to Camden. They look to put this one back post. And that's deflected out by Goulding, looking for Claire. And corner number 7. So Dan, already 3 corners here in this second half.
Yeah, 3 corners in the second half. We've only played about 4.5 minutes.
18, Mateo
Flint City just able to generate one shot from distance right at Michael Sly. We're still at that 0-0 stalemate as we're now in the 50th minute.
The ball coming in from Tavares. Up goes Sly, gets a hand on it. Knocked back to Camden. Camden puts this one back in the mix, and again, this one deflected out by Demro. Out for corner number 8.
So Flint City had 4 corner kicks the entire first half, and here in the first 5 minutes, already 4 corners, all on the far right side.
Ball comes in once again. Yerday with a crack. That one's blocked and then cleared away up over midfield and out.
Michael Sly has 6 saves for Union, but the Union defense has been able to block at least a half dozen shots inside the box. They have been packing it back, generally just waiting for the counterattack, but they've been trying to keep Flint City off the board. They've been able to do that. Flint City continues to attack here in the opening minutes of the second half.
Ponteca. Now Fisher. Looking to play maybe into Tavares, miscommunication.
We've talked about it in multiple broadcasts the last couple of years, Jonathan. It doesn't matter how many minutes you own the possession, how many shots and frame and corner kick that you have. It's a game of finishing opportunities. Flint City Bucks, as much as they have controlled play, over probably 95% possession in this contest. still unable to find a way to put a ball in the back of the net. So we're now in the 52nd minute, 0-0 draw at this point.
Boysta. Camden. Over the top, looking for Palmer Alt, and too much of everything on that ball.
Alt has been dangerous, Phillips has been dangerous. A lot of players in the attack have been dangerous, but not dangerous enough, because we're still donuts on the scoreboard.
So what you'll start to see happening here, we saw it last year, is right around the next 15 or 20 minutes, you'll start to see a number of these students start to head out because they got to get back to school so they can be released to go home. This will be thrown in now on that far side. Right back to Boysta. Now to Camden.
But what a blessing it is for these young kids to be able to be in attendance today. You know, hopefully long term a few seeds were planted as kids get interested in the sport of soccer.
Ball comes in from Fisher. Darrell Yerday with a shot far post that goes just wide.
Third shot of the second half for Flint City. They've only had one on frame, but they've had those 4 corner kicks. Still flooding the final third of the field, still controlling possession. SC MACOMB unable to really generate much of anything. They had the one corner kick and cross late in the first half. Bucks goalkeeper Mitch Butler was able to punch that out of harm's way, and that's been pretty much it.
But you know, 54 minutes in, and you've got a scoreless. As this ball was looking to be slotted towards Tavares from Pickett. Boysta. Now Alt. Another good switch. Finding Fisher. Pondeka. Oh, Pondeka. Move was so good, it fooled him too. It's Pickett. Looks to go towards Alt. Now Longo hits off Ludwig. Ball drops to Pickett. And now Camden.
Flint City Bucks continuing to use the entire field, knock it around. Everybody is getting touches. Everyone's part of the attack, part of the possession. And you have to figure with this style of play and the constant pressure that eventually a great chance is going to be created.
So Camden looking for Alt. Alt now into the 18. He'll look to slot that across towards Phillip. It's knocked out for a corner.
Corner kick number 9, 5th of the second half coming up for Flint City.
So this next 5 minutes of match brought to you by the Michigan Goalkeeper Academy. Take your goalkeeping to the next level. Register for the Michigan Goalkeeper Academy camps this summer. Visit migoalkeeperacademy.com. So this corner comes in towards Sly. He'll go up in traffic and make the grab.
That corner kick was bending right towards the net. Sly making yet his 7th save of the match. He has been very active in that box today. 7 saves. I don't know how many times he's snared away crosses and free kicks. Flint City Bucks have attempted 17 shots in this match, 7 on frame. Sly's been there all 7 times.
Well, look at a little touch now to Claire. This one finds back to Pickett. Camden. Camden goes down. This one goes out for a corner.
56 minute of action. You're right, Jonathan. We talked about it at halftime in the pregame. Just an absolute beautiful day here in Flint, Michigan. Slight wind to the northeast, 77 degrees, but enough wind to keep it a little bit cooler. Just a great day to watch the game of soccer.
Now Phillip. So it's Kai Phillip. Phillip gets the edge. Into the 18. He'll go down just outside the 18. And now they're pointing to the spot. So Jason Cross Center referee is pointing to the spot, and the Flint City Bucks have a chance here to go up 1-0 in the 57th minute of a converted penalty kick.
You know, I couldn't tell from our angle. Looked like he was dribbling the ball kind of right on the line of the box. The referee said it was inside. Penalty kick coming up. Probably the best opportunity thus far for the Bucks to finally put a number up on the scoreboard.
So Phillip will take this penalty. So he will try to finish what he started. Phillip steps up. Puts it, oh, and Sly makes an unbelievable save. Phillip put that down on the ground, and somehow Michael Sly makes the save.
Michael Sly, absolutely brilliant between the pipes in this game. That's his 8th save. He essentially has kept visiting MACOMB in this contest. I mean, not just on his saves, but he's able to knock away set pieces and corners. He's just been quite active. And if MACOMB is able to get a point out of this with a tie or finds a way to score a counter-tick goal and wins this game, they can thank Michael Sly. He's been absolutely brilliant this afternoon.
He has made save after save here today. None bigger than that one just a few moments ago. And talk about having a great time to have a graphic for a goalkeeper up on your screen. The Michigan goalkeeper graphic was up there during the penalty shot and the save by Michael Sly.
And Sly used to play for the Bucks. Again, we grew up in nearby Grand Blanc.
Look at this ball. Claire pulls it, slots it back. Ball still loose inside the 18 and finally cleared away. So Camden now puts this one back in, and Sly has to punch that one away. And it finally goes out for a corner, and he is slow to get up. I think he's just probably winded from all the activity here the last couple moments.
Yeah, he's had 9 saves in this match. He's been great. But he kind of came down awkward. He had the back pedal, leap high. That ball looked like it could have hit the crossbar or maybe the goal post. It was kind of bending away from the goal. It might have gone in, but Sly got enough of his fingertips on it to push it out of bounds. As we're now on the 6th corner kick of the half and 10th of the game for homestanding Flint City.
This ball comes in, headed away, put right back in by Alt. And then Alt now will take a crack at it. We'll put it up into the Kettering University banners there off behind the goal.
Just a bit outside and a bit high. Yeah, and that cross about a minute and a half ago, the ball was literally about a yard away from the goal. Flint City could not get a player in traffic to knock it home, and eventually Union was able to punch the ball out of the box.
You have to imagine that Michael Sly, Paul Dora on some level right now was quite torn. You know, it's like, okay, well, you know what, we're not scoring any goal, but man, my goalkeeper is looking fantastic for this upcoming fall. Now Fisher looks to slot this one in, finds its way to Alt. He couldn't get a touch on it. Now Yerde tried to pull back. Yerde right at Sly.
In the second half alone, Flint City 8-0 on shots, 5-0 on frame. They've had 6 corner kicks. Michael Sly has turned away 5 shots. He has been all over that box. You talk about commanding your box with authority. Michael Sly has done it all to keep this game scoreless. I mean, if he doesn't have a good day, this could easily be 3-4-0 in favors Flint City. It's not. Michael Sly, the homegrown talent here, playing for Union FC MACOMB. He's been great this whole game.
Now here comes an opportunity. Chase Clark for Union FC MACOMB as this one's put through the uprights. And we talked about it back in the first half, Dan. The longer this game goes in zeros, the longer that you continue to give hope for a team that, you know, again, we talked about this, and you could say all the things you want to say. Yeah, Union FC MACOMB coming in here 0-3 to start this USL League 2, their inaugural season. They're young, they're obviously hungry, they have not really been able to get any real attack going here throughout much of this game, but they've weathered the storm time and time again off obviously the back of their goalkeeper, Michael Sly. So we've seen it before. You know, if you can't put one in, a simple mistake can cost you a game.
That first shot attempt was their first of the game about a minute ago. But you can ride the momentum of a hot goalkeeper, and Michael Sly's been every bit of that.
Oh, look at Camden now. Camden now take a shot right toward the near post. It hits off the crossbar. But no, they're going to say deflected off of Sly and out for a corner.
Phillip got free on the left side of the box, was able to uncork that shot. Sly got enough of a hand on it, it skipped off the top of the crossbar as we're now on the 7th corner kick of the half for Flint City, 11th of the game. We're at 0-0 stalemate. Flint City just putting in the effort, but the effort is not.
Boysta puts this one in. Goes right back out to where it came from. He'll settle it down. He's got Tavares right next to him. And they'll cycle this back now. That's Fisher. Fisher will look to put one in. That's deflected right now towards Camden. He loses the ball, and that's a great work there by Fisher because that might have been 2-on-1 as this one comes back in towards back post. And that will deflect out for a throw-in in favor of the Bucks. We are going to see a sub now for Union FC MACOMB. It's number 14.
Looks like Anthony Waller set to get into the game here momentarily for MACOMB.
Looks like Evan Baker steps off.
Anthony Waller played for the Nationals club side growing up, an all-state player for Warren Cousino High School.
So as this ball comes in, almost given away. Ball actually ended up going out now for a throw-in. Looks like also number 28 for Union FC MACOMB, Muhammad Al-Mood is now also on for the team in black. So 65th minute, still 0-0.
Flint City has dominated this game. They've actually, upped the tempo here in the second half. They can continue to press the final third. Shot after shot, corner kick after corner kick, still trying to find a way to take an advantage in this contest.
We want to thank our sponsor, Mont Community College.
And that's what makes soccer such a strange game sometimes, where you can absolutely dominate all assets of the game and still find a difficult way to score a goal. And I don't know how many times I've watched a soccer match at different levels where a team will dominate this way. They'll end up with a 0-0 or a 1-1 draw. They'll actually lose the game 2-1 because they just can't seem to capitalize on their multitude of opportunities.
So you saw just a moment ago here as Hugo Tavares stepping off along with Camden. As now Malik Henry will step in and Baraka Tarlington for the Bucks.
Malik Henry, one of the few returning players for Flint City. He's been very dangerous in the attack the last 3 summers for Flint. They hope to utilize his speed and his ability to finish.
And they put him on that far side. He'll play a wingback role here for the Bucks. So the next 5 minutes of this match are brought to you by Premier Sports Center. The Premier Sports Center in a new 60,000 square foot indoor sports facility and one of a kind in Macomb County, Michigan. We offer large regulation sized game fields that are the same size as outdoor fields and much more. To learn more, head over to playpremier.com. As a shot from Phillip. He actually knocks that one out for a throw-in.
Phillip just absolutely snake bit in this game. That's like the third or fourth time he's had a shot blocked. He's had a few opportunities go wide of the net or right at Michael Sly, the FC Union MACOMB goalkeeper. We talked about Malik Henry getting subbed into the game. He plays outside at a marking back position or outside wide midfielder, but he's extremely fast, extremely dangerous. They will push him up in the attack, even though they got him kind of in a right outside back position right now.
So Demro will track the ball down on that far side. Henry there to defend. Henry wins the ball back. Looking to go give and go there with Claire, and one back, as now we're going to see a substitution here for Union FC.
In for MACOMB Union, number 4.
So Ryan Bovey will now step in for Union FC as Chase Clark will come off.
So Vita Credit Union is proud to
Ryan Bovey, much like his teammate Richie Ludwood, attended Clarkson High School, grew up playing with Nationals Club at the ECNL level.
Good work by Pondeka to shield that one out. That was Ludwig on his heels. I want to thank the 224 of you right now watching from around the world. You're watching the USL League 2 matchup, a Great Lakes Division, Flint City Bucks, as they welcome in newcomer to the league in Union FC MACOMB. Jonathan Turner alongside Dad Stickerat. Bringing you all the action here all season long on the Michigan Soccer Network from Atwood Stadium. We're back here this Saturday for the home opener. Flint City Bucks. It's Paul Maralt. Watching School Day here in Flint, Michigan. Ball switched to that far side. Claire will look to track it down. He does. He's got Henry in chase. Good work by Claire. Demro right there. Look to play it back to Henry. Ball back to Claire. Now he'll switch to Yerde. Now Fisher. Ball put inside, that's Phillip. Alt was right there, now Phillip. Alt fighting hard. Now poked away by Alt, so good work from him. Pickett. Now Tarlington. Out wide, Claire looks to put this across, and it goes wide.
Flint Prince is the official printing sponsor of the Flint City Bucks. Flint Prince is downtown Flint for all of your printing needs.
Also defensively, looks like there was a change as well. Christian Margalai is also in for Union FC. So just about 20 minutes to go on this one. One back. Longo. All the way back now to Michael Sly.
FC Union MACOMB, their defense has kind of been bend but don't break. They would love nothing more to gain that first point of the season, USL League 2 Great Lakes Division. 0-3 so far this year.
Look at this, is a mood, and the ball now back to Butler. He's been, I would say, very bored today.
If you're Flint City, you know, the expectations every year are to make the postseason, win the Great Lakes Division, try to advance, maybe win the Central Conference Championship. They've been to several Final Fours in their great 27-year history, 28-year history. They've won a couple national championships. They won here at Flint Atwood Stadium in 2019. They won back in 2006. They were the national runner-up in 2007. They've an incredible history. So players from around the country want to come here and play for the Bucks. And they've been great with the ball today. I mean, they've dominated every possible statistical category on the offensive end. Still nothing to show for. We're still 0-0 draw in the 72nd minute. It's Michael Sly and SC Union MACOMB just been great keeping the ball out of the back of their net.
So on the edge, this one slotted back towards Charlington. Charlington now on the ball. Charlington right at Sly. They are throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at Sly, and he is...
That they are. A 7th save of the second half for Michael Sly. He's got 12 overall, not to mention all the set pieces and crosses and corners that he has been able to corral or punch aside. You know, like I said in the pregame, Michael Sly, back in 2020, the Bucks played a exhibition schedule of 7 games here at Atwood Stadium without fans. That came after the COVID lockdowns. They were looking at him as possibly being one of their goalkeepers in the future. He was on the roster, I believe, in 2021. He spent the last couple of years at Oakland University. Now he is playing his summer ball with the visiting side, SC Union MACOMB, and he's been absolutely brilliant today between the framework.
So look to switch that by Ondeka. Intercepted by Union FC, but right back in possession are the Bucks. Now Alt looking to get to the edge. He does. Now Alt goes down, and now they're going to say it's a corner. The next 5 minutes of this match are brought to you by Legend Motors. Hundreds of cars to choose from at Legend Motors. Has 3 locations to serve you in Metro Detroit: Ferndale, Waterford, and Detroit. Go to legendmotors.com. Check out any one of their 400 cars. Remember, your car buying experience doesn't have to be ordinary. It can be legendary. So you just saw, looks like a Bucks player was down. Alt was slow to get up. Take a look there at our goal cam. This ball comes in, and it deflects, but goes right out for a goal kick. So 12 corners, Dan? Or 13?
Yeah, 12 corner kicks, 8 in the second half.
So 12 corner kicks, nothing to show for. That's one thing I'm sure Paul Doro, but this is, the one thing that when we talked with Paul Doro before the game, he talked about, hey, I asked him, like, who are your impact players? And I goes, John, it's a game 2. I go, well, I know that, but I mean, you see him in training. You know, sometimes the cream rises to the top. Who's the player? And he's like, I just can't really give you. I mean, there's a number of good players that are on this squad, and some players have just started to show up. So, but it's true, right? You're early in the going of this USL League 2 season. A lot of games still left to be played as Alt wins his ball, looking for Phillip. That's intercepted. Now here come Union FC MACOMB in transition.
Yeah, when Flint City Bucks opened their season last Saturday, they were on the road at South Bend, Michiana. They came away with a 2-1 victory. They gave up an early penalty kick goal to Michiana. But Paul Doro talked about, they didn't play very well. They have 5 players in the starting lineup today that weren't there for that game. They got a couple more players that should be arriving here to Flint in the next couple weeks. They have an all-star roster of, Division I, Division II college players that coming from all parts of the country. Players want to spend their summer months with Flint City. Traditionally, USL League 2 used to be the USL Premier Developmental League. But they have as much success as any franchise in the history of the league.
So this is interesting. So now a water break. Now, we didn't have one in the first half. I know I can lose my mind sometime, but we didn't have a water break in the first half, did we?
No, we did not. The referee, it is pushing 80 degrees. There's quite a bit of heat index on those turf fields.
Yeah, well, it's 80 degrees. Okay. No complaints here. Dan, get your water break.
I'm actually fresh out of water. I've gone through 3 bottles of water in this game and do not have a 4th in my bag. I made the grand mistake of not grabbing at least a half dozen bottles of water.
But no worries. I mean, I get it. But yep, water break has been issued here, as you can start to see again the young students making their way back to their buses and back to school, where they will wrap up their day. And
hats off today to all those administrators, principals, teachers, parent volunteers, chaperones, school district workers, even volunteers on site here today to make this happen, to help these kids get on the buses, get over here, get them in the stadium, help them out. I believe it's all going to be worth it. If it plants the seed, even in just a few dozen kids about wanting to sign up and play for a local soccer league in the future, then great. What an experience it is for these young kids. And hopefully we'll see some of them coming with their parents to games later this season here at Flint Atwood Stadium.
we're back underway here at Atwood Stadium. Yerde wins the ball back for the Bucks. He'll make his way up through the middle of the park. It's a good slotted ball to that far side. Claire will run onto this. Claire cuts it back. He'll look now for Phillip. Phillip, top of the 18, finds Claire again. Claire down by the end line, looks to slide it across, and he'll get the ball back now on that far side. So Henry gets by the defender. Claire. Boysta. Now Alt, overlapping run. Now Fisher slots this one in. Down goes Charlington. Now Phillip will try to play this one back towards Alt, and that's a misplay.
Time and time again, we have seen Flint City Bucks get the ball in the danger zone. They're in the box. They're crossing the ball, getting shots off. And we are in the 79th minute. No matter what they've been able to do, they have not been able to convert a multitude of great chances.
So this is the next 5 minutes of the match, brought to you by Monday Sportsplex, a first-class indoor sports facility featuring indoor soccer leagues, tournaments, soccer training, and more. It's one of Genesee County's premier indoor soccer and indoor facilities. To learn more, head over to mondaysportsplex.com. That's mondaysportsplex.com.
SC McComb gets a throw in inside Bucks territory. They've been only able to generate one shot, which was about 20 yards over the goalpost midway through the second half. Trying to find a way to steal a point or even steal a victory away from Flint City, which has dominated probably 95% of this game. Still nothing to show for it on the scoreboard where it matters most.
So Palmer Alt. Look at this switch, looking for Claire. Claire with a great settle down by Claire. He looks to slide it across off Demro and out for a corner.
9th corner kick coming up in the second half and 13th of the match.
Claire actually ran through the advertisement banner there on that far side. Took that out.
Reminds me of the old movie, 1984 classic, The Natural, where an outfielder for the Knights ran through the wooden, outfield wall and ended up passing away. You hate to see someone come through with an injury, but those advertisement boards are pretty flexible.
So this ball coming in from Boysta. Claire gets ahead, but he'll put it right back towards Boysta. And he'll put one in left foot, and that deflects out again. Corner number 14. I don't know what the record would be for corners, but we're getting pretty darn close, I'd imagine. I can't think of 14 corners in a game.
I have watched the Bucks play since about 2000, and I cannot remember off the top of my head ever having a game where you're down to 9 minutes and you've already had 4 corner kick opportunities. Not just that, you've had 24 shot attempts and you've been unable to score in the contest.
So we have a substitution in number 11. I don't have number 11 on our roster for the Bucks. So we'll get confirmation from downstairs about number 11. Assuming it's a switch jersey. This one comes in, Sly punches it away. Almost hitting a student on its way over the fence. So it's a one-time shot from Alt. It's hit off a Demro, and that one's cleared up over midfield. Oftentimes, as it does happen at the amateur level, you'll see jerseys change for many reasons. It could be someone didn't like the size or...
In the 81st minute, number 11, Darren Armstrong.
Flint City Bucks usually carry a large roster every year. They'll carry 30, 35, 40 players. You can only designate 26 for a game and only can dress actually 18 for a contest as they move players in and out of the lineup. So that might have something to do with some of the jersey changes before games.
So Claire came off. Just trying to get confirmation on who number 11 is. But Sly has been magnificent today. You just can't say enough about what he's done. I mean, it has not been like easy saves. I mean, if we just looked at just one alone, you know, a point-blank penalty shot that was well struck by Kai Phillip. That was, I mean, earmarked for the side netting on this near side. And Sly makes the grab, makes the diving save. It actually looked like it might have actually hit off the post, and he saved it off the line. That save alone, unbelievable. Now Yerde, what a beautiful switch, right into a running on. Shot that goes just wide.
13th shot attempt of the second half, 26 for the game. They've had 12 shots on frame. We've seen 15 corner kicks, and we're now in the 84th minute here at Flint Atwood Stadium with 0-0 between SC Union MACOMB and the Flint City Bucks. Michael Sly in the Union defense has been able to withstand the constant pressure, constant possession by Flint City for now close to 84 minutes.
So it's Darren Armstrong, actually number 11. Apologize, that was just given to us just a moment ago, so thank you very much, Garrett Craig, appreciate it. So ball way back now to Butler. 84th minute, so just about 6 minutes to go plus stoppage time. We're gonna see a few minutes as looks like player down now for the Bucks. It might be Phillip.
I don't know if
maybe cramping up.
Cramping up, it looked like. FC Union MACOMB was able to clear that ball. I think he was trotting back, cramped up there on the far side. We're now in the 85th minute. Flint City Bucks 0. SC Union MACOMB 0. And if you're visiting MACOMB, you've only had one shot that was well over the goalpost midway through the second half. Do you just kind of settle for the fact you might be able to get out a 0-0 tie and gain a point in the conference standings? Or do you look for that counterattack? We'll see what they do here down the stretch as we're still in injury timeout. We should add to that stoppage time at the end of the second half.
Is this part of the match? The last advertisement here of the game that was brought to you by FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona Soccer Camp is coming this June 10th through June the 14th to the Legacy Sports Center in Brighton, Michigan. To learn more, head over to camps.fcbarcelona.us. That's camps.fcbarcelona.us. And if you want to save $30 off registration, it's not too late. Just type in the code FCBMSN24 and you'll save $30 off registration. So I wonder, 5 minutes as looks like Phillip will step off on that far side and be back on by the center official Jason Cross as soon as both teams come back from their second water break here of this second half.
That was about a 3-minute delay, so we expect at least 3 to 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of regulation.
in for the Bucks in the 86th minute, number 27.
Bizarre game to say the least. Since the opening kickoff, Flint City Bucks have controlled the play. They've had possession probably 99.5% of this contest, dominated all the offensive categories, but they have just not been able to find a way to beat goalkeeper Michael Sly in this game. So we're now in the 87th minute.
Alt plays inside towards Pickett. Pickett looking for Tarlington. Ball all the way back now to Butler.
Butler yet to make an official save in this game.
Looking for Tarlington. Ball pushed out wide. Ball will deflect out off Townsend and out for another corner kick. Remember, coming up here this Saturday, Flint City Bucks will welcome in Lansing City in their home opener at Outwood Stadium. That game kicks off at 7 p.m. Pre-game coverage at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. This ball now played in. Back to Armstrong. He'll play back. Bondeka. He'll look to put a ball in towards Yerday. Now towards Tarlington. Loose ball. Now back towards Fisher. Yerday. Alt. Yerday, one-on-one. Little back heel to Alt. Palmer Alt. Down by the end line. Slided ball. And that's deflected on its way towards goal. Now Fisher recollects. This one in now. Boysta! Flint City Bucks in the 88th. Get a go-ahead goal. 1-0.
Flint City Bucks goal.
Jonas Boysta.
Jonas Boysta.
So Fisher with the slot. Jonas Boysta, 87-58 mark, able to push one through from close range, about 6 yards in front of the goal. A lot of traffic inside the box, but they have been peppering and peppering the final third of the field. Finally able to solve the Rubik's Cube called Michael Sly, SCU New Macomb. His late goal puts the Bucks up on top 1-0. And now just a couple of minutes plus 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time. It stands in the way of Flint City of gaining 3 more points in the USL League 2 Great Lakes Division.
I mean, talk about try and try and try some more until finally, in the 88th minute, you punch one through. Boysta, an unlikely goal scorer inside the 18. That was as a result of that corner kick. The ball still was bouncing around. A loose ball coming in from Fisher. Alt was there. And finally, Boysta puts one just past the outreach to arms of Michael Sly. And it's 1-0 here in the final moments here of this second half.
And this is a regular season game, so there will not be any extra time if MACOMB is able to convert and tie this game up.
Ball back to Butler. And now one time cleared up. Now Alt shoved off the ball on this near side, and we'll just keep playing. It'll be a throw-in.
In the stoppage time now, the official did not designate exactly how many minutes, but we expect 4 or 5 minutes. There was that 3-minute delay here late in regulation off a Bucks injury.
The referee has indicated that there will be 5 minutes of stoppage time.
So 5 minutes will be the stoppage time officially. It's just announced here by the public address announcer. Flint City Bucks up 1-0 on an 88th minute goal. Jonas Boykstra. They are just minutes away from getting 3 more points. here in the USL League 2 Great Lakes Division.
Ball on that far side, Malik Henry. Alt. Now Fisher looks to go over the top, looking for Charlington. The flag will go up, though, as Charlington was in offside position.
First offsides of the second half against Flint City Bucks. They've been whistled 4 times for having a player in the offsides position. But now the Flint City Bucks are playing with that 1-0 advantage here about a minute and a half into stoppage time. Newcomer FC Union MACOMB in position to drop to 0-4-0 on the season unless they can find some late game magic.
Demro looking for Ludwig. So now we got a hard collision. Looks as though Yerde is down. A yellow card is going to be shown. So looks like trainer's going to be called on.
Not sure who that card is going to go against.
Well, I mean, he has not actually shown the card yet, so my guess would be it's going to go to Yerde.
It looked like he did pull his yellow out, put it back into his pocket, so we'll see what he, main official cross, what he decides to do. He had 5 minutes of stoppage time. We're about halfway through the stoppage time. Now we've had another minute and a half delay.
So yeah, he's got a bloody face. And now he's being shown the yellow card, so.
A yellow card has been issued to Flint City Bucks, number 20, Eskil Yurba.
So as we're in this delay, you just joined us here in the second half. It was scoreless until the 88th minute. Jonas Yerde scoring the lone goal for Flint City Bucks.
So a free kick coming up here for Union FC MACOMB. The goal was scored by Boysta in the 88th minute. I think we got it because Yerde was being carded. As out comes Butler, and he'll go through traffic and lands down hard. That's not something you want to see happening towards the end of a game.
You know, Butler, he's had to snare 2 or 3 crosses and, you know, free kicks into the box. He's yet to make an official save, but he punched away a corner kick midway through the first half. Came up kind of gingerly, limped it off for a while. Now he just looked like he might have knocked the wind out of himself coming down on the ground to snare that cross at the top of the box. Looks like he's okay.
He had that hard fall back in the first half, too, when he went for that corner kick on the cross, swiping it away. This ball actually fall to Townsend. Townsend with a charge, and Butler makes the save. I believe that was Mahood.
Butler in the 94th minute, finally able to register an official save. Just seconds away.
And that is your final. So the referee blows the final whistle. And the Flint City Bucks come away with a 1-0 win here on school day in front of 6,000 kids. Dan, what are your overall thoughts?
Absolute dominating effort by Flint City Bucks. They had 28 shot attempts, 14 on frame. You had 12 corner kicks in the second half alone, 16 for the game, but they were able to find a way in the 88th minute to finally net the go-ahead goal and gain 3 more points in the USL League 2 Great Lakes Division.
That's right. The Flint City Bucks find a way here. With all of the offense they had today, finally pushed one through. Jonas Buschetta puts one home in the 88th minute to give them a 1-0 lead, and they're 2-0 now in USL League 2 play in the Great Lakes Division. I want to thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, like us, and share us with your friends and family. For our crew, Ryan Gandon on camera, Sam Fisher here, our producer and technical director, Dan Stickerhead, my partner in crime. I'm Jonathan Turner. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you Saturday for more Flint City Bucks right here at Atwood Stadium. So long, everybody.